Hello guys, welcome to today's video. Today it's another episode of Dagger Academy. This is the second time I'm recording this video because the first time I actually forgot to change the scene on my OBS, so it didn't record me pausing the video every time I was talking. So I literally talked for like 20 minutes for nothing, but it's all good. We're still going. Let's go. So this start of the video, I'm just talking about how I'm giving away 8.2 Dagger per masterpiece. If you guys are interested, just go to the video and it'll be there. So with that said, let's go to the video. A cute intro. Like these two first fights are pretty simple. It's just me going invisible off their screen and they're running into me. Since I'm going invisible, they don't know if I'm away from them. And this guy has guardian boots, so he cannot run away from me. Because that's what they do normally. Like, they get low and they start bolting off with demon boots or soldier boots, whatever. They just start running like maniacs. Which is super unfair, but I'll talk about it later. Yep, that's it. That's the first fight. Just go invisible off screen, E them. And it's easy. This guy doesn't have a way to run away also, he has anti-shoes. This one has a different thing. I would only recommend you guys to do this if you're experienced on Dagger. It's knowing the limits of the assassin jacket. Which is, if you guys notice, I go out of the assassin jacket range and then it starts ticking down on the damage buff. And when I E, you see that I still have the damage buff, see? But you need to know how much time do you have. That's super important. And that only comes with experience. So if you want to push it and go out of the invisible, because you know you can get a E off, go ahead. But sometimes what will happen is you go too far and the time goes off and you didn't deal damage, you lose your assassin jacket, and that's it. The guy takes the E to the face, he just takes W, auto attacks. I get away from his cape, from his demon cape, and he just dies. That's it. That's about it for him. That was an easy fight also. This guy gave me a lot of loot actually. I think it was 1 million something. Ooh, this guy's gonna be fun. Oh my god. If you're this guy, I don't even have words for you, buddy. So this guy is the type of guy on Corrupted Engines that is abusing the fact that Corrupted Engines have a flawed design. What I mean by flawed design is every build in Corrupted Engines, or most of the builds, are ranged, because ranged is better on Corrupted Engine than melee, for the simple reason that Corrupted Engines, high mobility is the most important thing. If you have high mobility range, it's the meta. That being or sustain, because sustain is also ranged and you can also sustain yourself. So it doesn't matter if you take a lot of damage or you don't take damage, you can always heal yourself. But what happens in Corrupted Engines, since people have almost infinite space to run, like it's crazy, since they didn't make any way to stop this, they'll just fight whenever they want. So this is exactly what this guy does. Until I literally get low enough for him to think he can win me. And he makes it super close, way too close than it should have been. This guy would never win me in a 1v1. But since the design is good for him, look how low the guy's getting. And it doesn't matter because he's just gonna run away. And like there's an argument, oh, but why don't you use run? Why do I need to use run if this build is better for 1v1? Being good in Corrupted Dungeons doesn't apply the fact that you are good in 1v1. Never forget that. You're not good in 1v1 just because you're good in Corrupted Engines. That's super important. If you know how to run away from people, that's the thing. So the guy is just gonna keep running away. I think in the video I make a cut here or something, or he stops here and he fights me properly. Yes, this is the first time he fights me properly. He's finally fighting me and I'm like, oh, it's now, it's gonna happen. Because I cut the start of the video also. Because he ran away. Like he's gonna do now. I'm like, The fuck you doing, buddy? Stop running. Like, this is nothing. We just... This look like... You know, in schools, when you have to do the running around the school? Like here in Portugal, we have that. We have to run around the school. This is exactly what the guy's doing. He's just running in this square. Like in the square. He's doing that square over and over again. Just kiting me. Because it's infinite. He has infinite space to kite. If there was lava stopping him from cutting away, then that would be something. But there's nothing to stop him, so he's just gonna run away. And this is like, this happens for a long time, so I'm just gonna skip a bit. Until he fights me again, which I think is here. He pre-stacks, which is also a stupid mechanic, shouldn't be allowed. Because in a 1v1, you should be in a 1v1, not in a 1 versus traps and mobs. And with the amazing space. So the guy does W, I misplayed with the invisibility, which is okay. Now he uses all of his defensives. Before I even do anything, I think he's scared or something. Oh, see? And he starts running away again. As soon as he sees that I'm visible, he comes back. Look. He's coming back right now. He's here, he's gonna fight me, I go invisible again, and there he goes. Oh, I'm out. And I'm like, dude, I don't have cooldowns now, I'm not gonna fight you. Like, that's completely stupid. This is not a 1v1, this is a... Who has the cooldowns instead. And this feels like not rock, paper, scissors, but feels like... If you have cooldowns, you fight. That's it. If you don't, you run away until the end of times. So he's finally fighting me because he knows that I don't have cooldowns. And I go. Try to bait him into me. Like I try to force him to use boots. That's the only way this guy is ever gonna stop running, is if I force him to use boots by getting low HP. Also, I fucked his E by using my boots, but he used it after, so... Because he can stack on mobs, remember? So using boots now, and that's when I finally can fight him. I'm way too low now, like, it's retarded that the guy only fights me when I only have 1 body HP. And still, he waits for my invisibility to go away, and he's finally fighting me now. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Finally, we're gonna fight each other. And he almost wins because of how stupid this is. Whatever. Let's go next. This guy ran for like an hour. I had to run behind this guy for like an hour. Okay, this fight was pretty interesting because I did some mistakes on this fight. So, this is a Black Hands. Black Hands should never be a problem to you. This guy almost killed me because I was cocky. When you see the Hellion shoes, don't do it like I'm doing. Don't go invisible as soon as they click. Wait for them to appear. Like, I'll show you. Give me a second. Come on. Like right now, the guy is jumping, and I should wait until he appears on the screen to go invisible. That being, he's gonna travel all the way to top of me, and he'll be on top of me, but he's not gonna be able to press E because I'm gonna be invisible. That I did it too early, which is not punished here, but the next boots he uses is gonna be punished. Right now, he's gonna be punished. You guys are gonna see it. Because I did the same mistake again, and the guy almost kills me. Also, I didn't drink a health potion, so that's my mistake also. Don't be clingy with the health potions, drink them. They're super cheap. It's cheaper to buy a health potion than to buy the full set. And then he bops me away, I lose my E, and that's when he becomes closer. Finally, I drink a health potion, but now it's kinda late. I use my boots and the fight is over, but was way too close. This is not supposed to be that close. Just because I played badly. Oh, this is another guy who's running until the end of times. So I have to go low again against this guy. I hope they do something about it, or else it's just annoying. And he's running. So I run away also because I'm never gonna catch him. Now that he doesn't have boots anymore, I'm like, okay, let's fight. But now he doesn't want to fight me. He's just gonna keep his distance like this. I'm not gonna be taking free damage. Because here I still thought the guy was gonna fight me. But then I realized, yeah, this guy is not here to fight me. I have full cooldowns. That's what I told you. If you have full cooldowns, you chase them. But if it's gonna be like this, just get away. Here is when I feel like I'm gonna get low for this guy to kill me. Because now he's gonna E, and I'm gonna be like 1 bar HP. Okay, now I go invisible. Since I have 1 bar HP in this guy's brain, like everyone who's a runner and they like to run around, in this guy's brain, he's like, okay, this guy's 1 bar HP, there's no way he can kill me. So I'm just gonna stay here, I don't need to run. Even though it still runs. I'm just gonna deal damage to him now. He dies. So, with this fight being, and you guys realizing that I always have to go low, one thing that I would recommend for the developers, if they ever seen this, is you see how, for example, the room I am right now on the boss, this boss room, if they close down this and there will be no traps, no mobs, and no infinite space to run for the enemies, this would make so it's a fair 1v1. This is a fair 1v1. This is enough space for people to kite around and have their kiting builds and frost blinks and everything, but it's not enough space for them to be using like open world boots and open world stuff to be kiting you. But that's just my opinion, obviously. I've been playing Baden Bow also, so that's probably gonna be the next video, because I ain't gonna be playing melee in a heavy kiting stuff around, whatever. With that said, guys, I'll end today's video here, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.